Thank you for doing this interview with me. I just have to disclose that this is for educational purposes only and that I'm not a licensed psychiatrist or psychologist. And this interview will be viewed by my professor and classmates only, no one else, and your name will not be used and they cannot see you.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, the purpose of this interview is for us to work together toward a goal that you have decided on. So do you have anything that you are conflicted on?
Yes, I do. What I'd like to talk about today would be, I guess some would classify it as a gambling addiction.
So you know you have a gambling addiction?
I think that I may have a slight one.
So you have a small gambling addiction.
Small gambling addiction. You know, when I've read about it, people say that it's consumed their lives and they lost their jobs and everything like that. Well, nothing like that has ever happened to me. But I can tell that sometimes it has been an issue towards loved ones that care about me.
Okay, so you have recognized this problem. Why would you want to make this change about stopping gambling?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to change or not because I enjoy it, and whether it's a problem or not, I'm conflicted on. I mean, should I change my problem because of what other people perceive of me, or should I keep my problem that I enjoy because I know I have control over it?
Okay, so for today's session, we're going to focus on your gambling problem and why you should or should not stop gambling. Okay?
All right, sounds good.
That's clear. Okay, so could you tell me anything more about your gambling and why you like it?
Yeah, I mean, multiple things. I like the freedom of it, I guess you could say. My life is very structured, and I know basically what's going to happen every next second or hour or what's going on. And the one thing about poker is you never know who you're going to sit down with next to the table. You never know who you're going to meet. The hands you get always play out differently. So I guess it's really what I love about it is the unpredictableness of it.
Okay, so what did you envision for your life when you were younger before you got into gambling?
Very clear cut, wanted to become a doctor.
So was gambling in this picture?
No, actually, gambling was never in the picture when I was younger. I didn't even know what gambling was.
You didn't know what gambling was, and you didn't think that you would ever get into anything related to gambling when you're younger?
Well, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know what it was, so I really wouldn't know whether or not I would get into something that I didn't know what it was or not.
Okay, I'm sorry. So do you remember a time when things were going well in your life when you're younger, compare that time to now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I was happy. I was a happy kid when I was younger, and I'm still a happy young adult now.
So you're happy then before gambling, and you're happy now after gambling?
Yes.
So you're saying you don't want to stop gambling?
I'm saying that my main problem is not having or not having the willpower to stop because I'm good. What I'm conflicting on is whether I should stop or not.
So should or should not?
Yeah,
Stop.
see, the most problem with most addicts is they can't stop. It's like an addiction. But that's not really my issue. If a little background on me, I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes every day. And when I figured out the horrible effects of smoking, I quit that cold turkey. And gambling seems to have some horrible side effects to those who can't control it. But I, for one, have never found myself in a position where I couldn't control it or ever done any of the signs or symptoms that can be seen in relation to a gambling addiction.
So you don't have a desire to change?
Well, that's why I'm here, I guess, is because I don't know whether or not I have that desire. I guess I'm just really conflicted on what to do when it comes to the whole subject area of gambling. I can tell you one thing, my fellow family and peers definitely don't like the idea of it, which bothers me. I wish they were more open to it. but I guess they're all just afraid of the downsides of it. And so at the end of the day, am I wondering if there's any legitimacy to their claims, or are they just wackos, or am I the wacko? So yeah, I'm just kind of in this unresolved state. That's why it brought me in. That's what brought me in here today.
So how important is it for you to please your family in this category?
I would say it's a pretty big thing in my life always. I always valued my family's opinion highly. I cared what they thought about me. So I guess that's high. So I guess that's why it's kind of conflicting.
So is that enough to make you want to stop gambling?
Well, and see, that's where the interesting thing comes in. Like, I mean, I do care about how they feel, but should I put my happiness in something fun I like to do away just because of other people's judgment? We're taught all of our lives not to care what others think, and then there's always that special area when it comes to family. So I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So it's a big priority for you today or in future sessions to decide if you want to continue or to stop?
Yes. Yes,
so,
it would be.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is stopping gambling? 10 being very important and 1 being not at all.
How about this? I'll say if gambling was a problem, it would be a 10. But as far as I don't see it as a problem, then it'd be as low as a 2 or a 3.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a problem is gambling in your life? 10 being a big problem and 1 being not a problem.
Oh, that's how big of a problem is gambling in my life? I would say probably 2 or a 3. The only problem being those people who don't like it.
Okay, so it's a 2 instead of an 8. Why would you make it a 2 instead not something higher?
Well, I feel like if it was financially crippling me or put me in stressful situations, then I feel like it would be an 8 or a 10. But if the only thing wrong with it is my mom or girlfriend hassles me about playing, then I don't really feel like it's a problem at all. It's just their judgment that's the problem.
And how do you feel when they judge you?
Bad. I feel like it's not fair. It's wrong. I feel like they each do their things and they enjoy certain stupid things, whether it be stupid or whatever, and I don't judge them, as long as it's not harmful. And I've proven countless times that gambling isn't I'll stop there. I don't want to say gambling because I even feel like there's a separation between gambling and poker. So from now on in the session, I'll refer to gambling as poker. They have their things and I have mine, and I don't feel like there should be a problem with that.
So you don't judge them for their issues, so you expect them to not judge you
Precisely.
For anything that you do.
Exactly. I support them and lift them up. They should support me and lift them up. Now, if it was to become a problem, then I would expect them to say something. But what really irritates me is when it's not a problem and they still say something.
So your main conflict here, you do not think you have a gambling problem. You don't see anything wrong with gambling. You just do not like that your family doesn't like it.
I say that there is certainly the potential for gambling to become a major problem. However, there are plenty of people, just like people who can drink responsibly and Uber home and not get in a car, there are those who can gamble responsibly and only bring a certain amount into a casino, lose that amount or win that amount and go home, not rush to the ATM, pull out more money, or have 6 more beers before they try to drive home. So I think there's a very fine line, and I think as long as you're on the right side of that line, then no, there isn't a problem.
Well, I think you have very good self-control. You appear to have, and you're very self-aware also, so that's good. You have a strong mind, but there's still the problem of your family.
Yes, there's a problem.
So, do you have any desire to change the way they see you?
I think the best part for me going forward is just to try to keep educating them about the difference and showing them that I'm in control of my actions, and It's the best bet I got now.
If nothing changes, what do you see happening in the future?
Ridicule for
Continued.
continued ridicule for giving me my warning about it and me not listening and then something bad happening.
So, something bad happening?
I don't necessarily say that I can see the future, but I think I can predict people very well, and the negativeness of this being continued would be just them building up more resentment towards it and maybe more resentment towards me.
But you're still not going to change.
I don't know whether or not I should change or not because I know gambling can become a problem, but to me, I feel as if it's not.
Okay, so gambling isn't a problem.
For some, it can be. For me,
But
it's
for
not.
you,
No, it's not.
it's not a problem.
See, I'm aware of the potential danger, and if I ever were to see myself stepping over in that category, then sure, we'd be having this different conversation. But I'm not, so therefore, I don't feel like that conversation needs to be had yet.
Okay, so you're mainly conflicted about
People's
family.
view of me, yes.
Your family's view of you.
Really, my girlfriend's too.
Your girlfriend and your family. So people who are close to you, you care a lot about what they think about this thing that you enjoy that you really don't have any problems with yourself. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you have no desire to stop gambling.
I'm indifferent. I don't think it's something that I need or don't need.
But
Go ahead.
sorry, you're not going to stop?
At this point, I don't care to stop enough. I don't feel as if it's like I don't even think of it as a decision. It's like, hey, babe, you want to go to the movies tonight? Sure. And then someone asking me, do you have a desire to stop going to the movies? I'm like, what? I don't even think of it as a legitimate question because going to the movies isn't a problem. It's not, and it's also not like I go play poker every single night. At most, it's 2 or 3 times a month, which is normal for anyone. If someone goes playing golf, they go play golf every Sunday. You know, it's just a standard, regular routine for anyone, and everyone has their things. For me, I play racquetball on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then catch a card game on the weekends.
Okay, I see. So our time is up. So we covered how you have great control of your, you don't want to call it gambling because that's a negative term, but you seem to be come to terms with that term. It's an okay term for you.
Yes.
So we talked about your gambling, how you really don't think you need to stop gambling because it's not a problem, but you do not like how your friends and family view it. That's correct.
Yes, correct.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to that?
No, that's good. I'm excited to see what the next session will yield.
Well, for the next session, is there anything that you think you could do this week to help your situation with your family?
I think that just don't talk about it.
In front of them?
Yeah, because
Just keep
then
it
that just
a
gets them
secret.
all out of. I'm not saying keep it a secret. I'm just saying don't be so open about it because when I say it, it's like the room dies. So just keep it on the down low, even though it's something not as bad as doing a drug. To others, they may view it as that bad.
Yes, many people do gamble. All right, I believe that's everything. Thank you for coming in today.
All right, thanks so much.